she will be good enough time. I know she's vibesy. And so she's going to tell us a little bit about our health, all right? So this young lady, our very first presenter, was born and raised right here in Prospect. She attended the Prospect Primary School. And sisters, come on, put your hands together for our lovely presenter, Miss Samara Dawkins.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. I know it's raining and we probably want to go home, but were you guys having fun today? Yeah, but on a sound dead. Were you having fun today? On a sure. I wanna have like an hour left in the tank. Hmm? Come on, man, and have a talk to me now. Huh? Probably. Them never feed, you know. When I eat from morning. Alright, good. So, based on my lovely introduction, you guys know why I'm here, right? And we have this saying that health is wealth. You ever heard that saying before? If you ever heard it before, raise your hand, make me so know. All right, good. So, today, who can tell me what the theme of today is? Okay. Right, so what's the theme for today's Women's Fellowship Gathering? What is it? Oh, no, no. So, I just sit down here. Huh?
Women's health.
No, not Kimberly. I'm talking about the ladies and gentlemen who are sitting in the seat right now. Why are you here?
Health.
No, man. Why we have this whole thing going on this day today? That's what I'm asking. So what is the theme for today's Women's Fellowship?
men's fellowship, women's fellowship together.
Okay, not what I'm looking for. Stand up for me. Strong women prioritizing health. That's what I was looking for. You know, if I was at work, I would have tokens to give away, and I would have given it to Jody up there. Wanna not say nothing? Huh? Me never hear you. You should run come up here. All right. So, today, can you guys see up there? All right, very good. So, my presentation will incorporate what the theme is. All right? So, today I'll be presenting on Eat for Health and Vitality, prioritizing your health. Prioritizing whose health? Whose health? All right. And your health is whose responsibility? Very good. Me can't take your head for you, you know. You have to do it yourself. Okay. So our objectives today are, at the end, you should be able to understand food groups, nutrients, how nutrients work, serving size and portions. So if you not learn nothing, you must learn one thing. Not true? And to talk about the food-based dietary guidelines for Jamaica, how to make healthier food choices, how to read labels. So when you go into the supermarket, you look on the label them and know what you not buy. Not true? Right. And then we'll give you some healthy eating tips at the end. That sound doable? All right. So, chronic non-communicable diseases such as diabetes. You guys ever hear about diabetes before? You ever hear about hypertension? You ever hear about high cholesterol? You ever hear about chronic kidney disease? Right. So we're going to be talking about how we can prevent these illnesses. And I know that some of us may already have it, right? And we're not discriminating, but there are ways and means that we can use nutrition to improve our health, even if we are ill, all right? So it's not just medication that doctor give you. What you eat can also help with your illness, okay? So I want you to understand that from now. You ever hear the term, you're going to eat yourself into the grave? All right. So, obesity increases one's risk of chronic kidney diseases, all right? And nutrition is the cornerstone in the prevention and management of chronic diseases. So, what is nutrition? It's up there, so. Some want to know, read it like a choir. So, 1, 2, 3, go. No song. Nope. Stop. One person wants to volunteer to read it for me? Who wants to read it?
Nutrition is a process where nutrition is a process where a living organism utilize food and nutrients for the maintenance of life,
maturation, that means growth. That means
maturity
you're growing.
and normal functioning of organs and tissues and the production of energy.
Right. So nutrition is where you use the food and it gives you energy so you can go about your daily lives. That's basically what it is. Because if you don't eat, you're not going to have any energy. Not true. And you want to ensure that when you're eating the right things. All right? Things that are going to give you good energy. Because you ever hear about good energy, bad energy? You know, so the food where you eat contribute to that? Yes. All right. So what is food? Food is basically anything that you eat. So the water where you drink is food. The bag juice where you drink are food. The carrot where you eat are food. The Burger King is food, right? So anything that you eat that provides some sort of nutrients and sustenance, that is food, right? But The thing is with food, we have some food that are quote unquote good, right? And then we have some that are quote unquote bad. But you don't really have any bad food because every single food item plays a role. It then goes into portions and moderations, right? Because if it is a case where, okay, I love Burger King, right? And I say, okay, I'm going to go on my health journey and I'm not going to eat any more burgers. But if I stop eating burger just cold turkey so, 3 months down the line, 2 months down the line, you're going to find me in a Burger King. I order number three, and 2 large fries and a milkshake. You're going to overindulge on it. But if it's a case where you say, okay, I'm going to have it once a month, it's fine, right? Because we want to look at nice things in our life too, not true? All right. So now, what are nutrients? So nutrients are the chemical substances you get from the food that you eat. All right? So we have different types of nutrients. We have protein, we have carbohydrates, right? We have fats, we have vitamins, we have minerals, and we have water. So what are they? Start from the top. Vitamins, minerals, protein, water, fats, carbohydrates. So we have 6 of them, and we're going to learn about them today. So we're going to start with the food groups. How many food groups do we have? How much?
6.
Who says 6? All right, good. So, not Kimberly, but one of the bright sparks over this side. Give me 3 food groups. Come on. No, those are nutrients. Say food groups. Yes.
Protein.
No, protein is a nutrient. We're talking about food groups. Somebody over here have a hand. No, we're not going over there, say it. We're not going over there, say it. Wait, hold on.
Peas and beans and legumes.
All right, so legumes and nuts is 1. All right? We never go to school? We never learn about grow food, food?
Grow food.
No, man. So we have legumes and nuts. What else we have? Fats and oils. Good. We have vegetables. All right, so over this side now. Wait to turn. Wait. Over this side now, in the middle right here, we have 3 more food groups. Give me 2 over here, so. Come on, man.
Fish. Meat.
Meat. All right, so meat will come under a group. So I want the name of it. So the broad group, food group. Come, you don't know the food groups, them? You don't know the food groups?
Beef and chicken.
All right, so beef and chicken comes under food from animals. All right? Miss Barbara, you have up your hand? You have up your hand?
Go, grow, and glow.
Those are the groups, right? So I want the different groups now. So we have 4 so far. Yashima. Staples. Very good. So I'm looking for 1 more. Your banana, your pineapple, your watermelon. What you call those? Fruits, right? So we have 6 food groups. Here they are. Staples, fruits, vegetables, food from animals, legumes, and fats and oils. So can we say them now, going across? Come on, man. Don't be shy. Staples, food from animals, legumes, fruits, vegetables, and fats and oils. Give yourself a round of applause. Good. All right. So, we just talk about the food groups and we spoke about nutrients before, right? So we're going to combine it. Because remember, it's a teaching moment, you know. So we're going to talk about the food groups, the nutrients that you get from those food groups, and the functions. So we're tying in everything. You guys realize that? Want to notice? So first we talk about the nutrients. You remember the nutrients? Protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water, right? And then we talk about the food groups then. Staples, food from animals, fruits, vegetables, legumes, fats and oils. Now we're going to talk about which nutrient is in which food group and what is the function of it, because we're eating mindfully, right? So we're going to talk about why you eat those foods. What does it do for the body? So staples. Staples contain carbohydrates and protein. And its function is to provide energy and fiber. So when you know, I think when I was in like basic school, primary school, they used to talk about go food, glow food, and grow food. So staples are the go foods. They're the ones that give you the energy to carry out your business. So you have to get up and go work, right? So you need energy to go to work. So you need your staple foods, okay? Next we have our legumes. So your legumes gives you protein and carbohydrates as well. And they provide energy, build and repair body tissues, and supply fiber. We're going to talk about why fiber is important in a couple minutes. Next we have vegetables. This is the one that makes you look pretty, not true? Your mommy used to tell us, okay, eat up your vegetables so your skin can nice and pretty, right? So you can glow, not true? And make sure say when you get cut, your skin heal up nice and you look pretty and radiant and bright. Yeah? Yes? It sound familiar? Right. So your vegetables, those provide vitamins and minerals. And that is build and repair body tissues. And they build antibodies to fight infections. So when you get sick, you want to ensure that you're eating your vegetables. When you get sick, what they normally tell you to drink? Well, orange juice if you have the flu, but what else if you're sick? Soup. Wouldn't you drink soup when you're sick? Huh?
Chicken foot soup.
Right. Me know about soup when you're sick. They say, oh, drink some soup, man. Right? And in your soup, you put what? You put carrot in there. Not true. Carrot is a what? A vegetable. You put chocho in there. Not true. Chocho is what? Vegetable, right? So everything boil out in the soup and you drink it. So you're getting all of the vitamins and the minerals that are going to provide antibodies that are going to help you to fight the infection. All right? Next, we have our food from animals. And that provide protein and vitamins and minerals. And your protein is really for building and repair body tissue. So for the people in that goes to the gym and they say they want to lose weight, them say, oh, I have to eat protein and I have to drink my protein powder. You guys ever hear that before? Especially like on TikTok. You guys on TikTok? Who know them on TikTok? My father is on TikTok. Can you believe it? My father. So I am shocked you guys not on TikTok. So on TikTok and all the social media platforms, they have videos of people who are in the gym and they're working out, and they say that they need to build muscles. And to build muscles, they need more protein. So sometimes you see them eating 2 chicken breasts, eating 6 eggs, and having protein powder because they want to build and repair the body tissues because protein helps with that. All right? That makes sense, not true? Right. Next, we have our fruits. And your fruits contains vitamins and minerals, just like your vegetables. So your fruits and vegetables, they kind of work hand in hand. They go together. And then we have our fats and oils. And your fats and oils provide some vitamins because the fat is important, right? They play, hold on, I just want to take a question. Fat plays a very important role in the body, because it helps to cushion your organs. You know, like somehow we pluck chicken, not true? And kill pig and them something there, right? And when you look around the heart, the chicken heart, you see a layer of fat, not true? Or around the liver, or the gizzard, right? So what that does, it protects the organ. It keeps it insulated. So when the chicken are run up and down, the organ's not running up and down inside of the chicken. So that is what it does to you. You understand? So even though you don't want to eat too much fat, you cannot eliminate it from your diet completely. Because some of the vitamins that your body really needs, they're fat-soluble vitamins. So what that means is, if you don't have any fat in the diet, those vitamins will not get absorbed by the body. Yeah? So everything plays a role. Yes, Kimberly? You don't remember the question?
All right, so I was going to ask, you said that vegetable and fruits go hand in hand. So could I just eat a lot of fruits and don't eat any vegetable?
Why would you want to do that now? All right, there's the thing. No one food provides all the nutrients that the body needs, right? So every single food, every food item provide a different type of vegetable. Nutrients, sorry. So say for instance, your tomato is packed with potassium, but you cannot replace the tomato for an apple, right? Because your apple have vitamin C. It may have little potassium, but it's not whole heap. So every single one of them have different nutrients that they provide. So that's why you want to eat a variety of them and not just one single one. Because if you do that, you're going to become deficient in something. That makes sense, don't? So you want to try to have a variety. Them say variety is the spice of life. You ever heard that before? And if you just sit down and eat one food, then I'm going to get tired of it. So you want a different variety so you don't get tired, and when you look on your plate look pretty and you're more inclined to want to eat them, right? Now we're going to talk about servings and portions. So, how do I want to say this now? So servings and portions have to do with the amount of food that you eat, right? So, for instance, give me something that you buy at the supermarket that you like to eat that you have to look at. Something, anything, random thing. Ice cream? Is it ice cream? All right, ice cream. So, a serving is what the manufacturer says is the amount that is measured. That is what the manufacturer says is a serving. So on the container it says a serving is 1 scoop, right? That don't necessarily mean you eat 1 scoop. So the portion is the amount that you actually eat. So if you eat 2 scoops, that would be the portion, right? But the manufacturer is saying that 1 serving is 1 scoop. So the manufacturer dictates how much is a serving, but you choose how much is the portion. You understand that? I wanted to make it. You don't understand that? All right. So a serving is a measure. So like a slice of bread. You go to the sliced bread. So one single slice of bread is a serving because the manufacturer states that that is the serving size. All right? But you're going to have breakfast and you make a sandwich and you use 2 slices of bread. So your portion is 2 slices of bread. All right? So that is the difference. Portion is the amount that you choose to eat. Serving is the amount that the manufacturer says it is. Or based on the composition of the food, then you would know as you list it out like rice. Half a cup of rice is a serving. But when you share it a Sunday dinner, you take 3 spoons of rice. So 3 spoons of rice would be the portion. You understand that now? All right, good, very good. Clap your hands for me. Give yourself a round of applause. All right. Now, so let's get the examples. So, a deck of cards. You guys know what a deck of cards look like, right? Want to know cat pack? Right. So, a deck of cards would be equivalent 3 ounces. See it up there? So 3 ounces is a serving of meat. So that means when you go on the road and you're buying jerk chicken and the man say him sell it by the quarter and you say, okay, more on the breast and wing quarter, right? So if you eat all of that, that is the what? The portion. Very good. But then 3 ounces of the chicken breast would be a serving. All right. Now, a tennis ball. Do you guys know what a tennis ball look like? So a tennis ball would be an equivalent to a serving of fruit or half cup of ice cream. So if you look in your mind's eye and see how one tennis ball look, it kind of small, right? So that would be a serving of fruit. All right. Now your fist. So well, some people hand bigger than some. So we can't even really say use the fist. But, like say, a 10-year-old's fist, you know, normally their hands are kind of small, all right? So, a fist would be, well, it's vegetables. So, if your hand big like Fial, Miss Lorraine, no? Miss Lorraine, put up your hand, lock it up. So, you see all your hand big, so, like for Miss Lorraine, because of vegetables, you eat all of this vegetable, not true? Eh? Right. So, you can use the fist for the vegetables. But for other things, I would have said, no, but for the vegetables, yes. All right, now the tip of the thumb would be 1 teaspoon. So if you look on your thumb, you see where the joint is, where it bends? Right, so that would be equivalent to 1 teaspoon. So for instance, you're going to butter your bread or you're going to add peanut butter to your bread, right? So that would be the amount, that would be 1 serving. So I know say some people when they make peanut butter sandwich, them just take it up with the knife and them just lather it all over the bread. That's true. And so my time when you eat it, your mouth lock up because so much peanut butter they put there. That's true. But that is a whole heap of peanut butter. Especially for my people who have high cholesterol, that enough peanut butter. Enough is pure fat. Okay? So how much you going to have? The tip of with thumb. And that is how much? 1 serving. Very good. All right. Who knows what the dice look like? We used to play snake and ladder, not true? And we have the dice, right? So 4 dice, so those would be the 4 little cubes, and that would be 1 ounce of cheese. So hear the thing now. 1 ounce of cheese is equivalent to 1 ounce of meat. 1 ounce of cheese is equivalent to 1 ounce of meat, 1 ounce of protein. Half a cup of milk is equivalent to 1 ounce of protein. So you can interchange it. You see, when you understand food and you understand the nutrients that you're getting from food, you can mix it up. I bet you never know that, not true? You didn't know that? All right, good. So I learned something already, not true? Yay, mission accomplished. All right, now here we have another photo. So a palm of your hand would be 1 serving of protein. So think about it. When you have a chicken thigh, a raw chicken thigh, it's about the palm of your hand, not true? Right, so a chicken thigh would be a perfect example of the amount of meat that you should be eating for dinner. That would be 3 ounces. Remember we talked about the 3 ounces before? And then 1 ounce now would be like a chicken leg. Because you remember the chicken leg don't have a lot of meat on it and it has the middle bone. So when you take out the bone and throw away the bone, is not wholly per meat you have eating, right? So that would be equivalent to 1 ounce, and that would be equivalent to 1 ounce of cheese. That makes sense? So instead of having chicken leg and bread, you can have cheese and bread instead, right? Yeah. All right, for your vegetables, we talk about the fist, and your carbohydrates, 1 cup tan. So the cup tan would be, we really use that for legumes and nuts. So you know, like your cashew or your peanuts, your pistachios. Which other nuts you guys eat? Almonds, right. So you really use that for it. So you can have that like as a snack. And then your fat serving. So it's just showing you there. Okay. So we're talking about servings and how much you should be eating. So this is generalized. All right? So this is generalized. So if you see me like on a one-on-one, I'd have to develop a meal plan specifically to you based on the goal that you want to achieve. All right? But in general, for your age group, so that would be 18 to 60, based on your physical activity. You know, say you're going and you're doing your local work and all of those things. So your staples, 9 to 15 servings per day. That no means I must go eat the whole 15 one time, right? Is an example, is a range. Legumes and nuts, 3. Food from animals, 3 to 7. But when you really think about it, you know, if you have for breakfast an egg sandwich, right? So your egg is 1 serving of protein. Your bread is 2 servings of carbohydrates. For lunch, you buy a box food on the road and you get a chicken leg and a chicken thigh in there with some rice, a small box food, and you get some vegetables on it. So rice and peas, all right? So the pea is supposed to give you your 1 serving of legumes and nuts. Your rice would be about 2 to 3 servings of staples. So we're at 5 servings of staples now. And your chicken thigh would give you 3 ounces of protein. So we're at 4 servings of protein this so, right? So that is just breakfast and lunch. Then dinner, you say, all right, I'm going to prepare some tin mackerel and dumpling, okay? And some callaloo. And you say, okay, you have 1 of the mackerel. So you have 2 of the mackerel out of the can. So that would be another 2 servings of protein. So we're gone, how much now? 3 and 1, 4 and 2, 6, right? That's your protein. And then you say you eat, how much dumpling do you eat? 4 or 5? You don't eat dumpling? Why? Eh? Somebody down there have their hand up. You have your hand up. You eat 3 dumpling, all right? And we eat piece of yam with it, not true? And we eat a banana, right? So that is 5 serving a staple there. So we have the 3 from lunch, the 2 from breakfast, and we have 3 and 2 is what, 5? So that's a 10, right? So it's in the range, all right? And then we talk about the fruits. This is what people don't eat, you know. People don't eat vegetables and they don't eat fruits. But you see, the thing is, you know, we eat food and we eat enough food, but we're eating too much of the staples and too much of the protein and not enough vegetables and not enough fruits. It's not that we're not eating, you know, it's what we're eating. All right? Because I know we live in a farming community and a lot of us go market, right? So we buy the callaloo, we buy the cabbage, and we buy the carrots and the tomatoes, and we carry go sell it. And we cook chicken back and mackerel there, and we don't eat no tomato and no carrots and no vegetables. That's the reality. All right? But we want to change those behaviors. Not true. And we want to start it from early, especially with the little ones that are growing up, because we want to teach healthy eating behaviors from early. All right, so we're going to talk about staples. Give me some examples of staples now. Come on, guys. You know any?
Rice.
Rice, very good. What else?
Bread.
Bread, good. Me hear breadfruit. Yam, yeah.
Dumpling.
Dumpling, yes. Man, love you dumpling over there, sir, no.
Sweet potato.
Good.
Water crackers.
Very good.
Dasheen.
Very good. You know a staple?
Yam.
Yam.
Cocoa.
Cocoa. Somebody saying something up here?
Green banana.
Green banana.
Sweet cassava.
Sweet cassava. Long time I hear about sweet cassava. I love bami, you know. You saying something? All right, very good. So we know our staples. Very good. Very, very good. All right, now we're going to talk about how much is a serving of these foods that we just talked about. So him say rice and half a cup of rice. That is the serving. Sounds like no, for it sound a little bit. Eh? It sound a little bit? So, you know the big spoon? The big spoon when you use, stir up the pot and share the food, right? So one of the big spoon is 1 serving of rice. So So when you share out a dinner now, and you say, all right, I'm going to put 5 big spoons on the plate. How much serving of rice that? 5. So how much cups of rice is that? 2.5. Good. Who said 2.5 down there? So very good. All right. So you think that enough or that little bit? Enough. All right. So it's the same thing. If it is white rice or if it is rice and peas, half a cup is the serving. So now for my diabetics, I don't want to know who are diabetics in here. I know I know no business. I know nobody else know no business, right? So the diabetics. So I wouldn't want you eating more than 4 servings of staples at one time. So whether it is breakfast, lunch, or dinner, all right? So that is something I want you to change. Anybody who is diabetic, right? How much should you be having? 4, the most. 4 at the most. So if it is rice, you're going to have 4 spoons of rice. If it is dumpling, you're only going to eat 4 dumpling. So if you're going to eat dumpling and yam and banana, you're going to say 1 dumpling, 1 slice of yam, 2 finger banana. We're going to count them up, right? Good. So the yam, 1 slice, 2 ounces is the serving. So when you close your fist and you're looking at the part of your hand that is meaty, so it will look. So say for instance you buy a pound of yam at the market, and after you peel the yam, right, you're supposed to be getting 4 or 6 slices of yam out of the 1 pound, right? So you're supposed to be getting how many servings? 4 to 6. Very good. Water crackers. Somebody said crackers down there. So 4 crackers is the serving. So I know why you eat off the whole bag of crackers and say, all right, me eat my lunch now. All right? You have to go count them up and see how many crackers are in it. Because we're talking about what? Mindful eating. Mindful? Very good. So you buy the pack of crackers and you say you eat it with sardine, right? Or you eat it with cheese or whatever. And you say, you know, I'm just going to sit down and just going to eat. Take out of the bag, eat. Take out of the bag and eat. Especially if you watch show. So till when you look, half of the bag of crackers done. And you have no clue how much you eat. Not true? That reach with enough time, don't? Right. So what I would suggest you do is you take them out, you count them out and put it on a plate. We don't eat out a crackers bag around here. We share it out on plate and then we eat it. Right? That makes sense, don't? Because then you know exactly how much you're having. So how much crackers is the serving? 4. Good. Cornmeal. We like cornmeal porridge? Yes, Kimberly?
I heard you said that we're supposed to share out the food and then we eat it. So what happened to the persons while they're cooking? They taste in the pot,
What you
ensuring
think?
that everything is
What you
cooking
what
good.
you think?
I don't
What
know.
you
I'm
think?
asking.
No, man. You see, some questions we have to reason it out. It's not true, because we're logical thinkers. And we're learning as we go along. So we are transferring the knowledge and we are using it same time. Not true? So what you think? If when you buy the crackers, right? And you say, all right, me I want to go home and me take out 1. Not true? And come on, energy to go back home, right? And then when we reach home, you don't think that add up? You don't think so? I same thing when you take out the rice out of the pot and say, oh, me I taste it. It still adds up. But you see, the thing is now, the rice is kind of minuscule, so it don't really matter like that. But like, say the other things, so say, if you go eat 1 spoon of rice now, say, yeah, taste the pot. You have some people who do that, you know. Them share out 1 spoon of rice and take out a piece of chicken and base and say, you know, say, me I taste how the pot tastes. Right. So when you are eating now, you have a think about it and say, all right, me take out 1 spoon of rice already. So if I 4 minutes for eat, I'm going to eat how much now? You're bright. Keep on yourself. All right. So we're at cornmeal porridge. We're at cornmeal. So I don't like porridge. Miss Lorraine, you love porridge? Me don't like porridge. The only time me really drink porridge, I have to feel for it. Right? But so, like some days me get up and say, someone porridge though, and me make it. But you see, if I'm saying, porridge, no sir. Mm-mm. But you have some people who love porridge. Yes. They love porridge. And but you see, who must love porridge? Children. You don't love porridge? See my person shake him head? Porridge make us strong. Yeah? And we can, have kwashio kind of smag and flimsy. Eh? Yes.
And sicky.
And sicky. Right? Because porridge is so versatile. So you can add like vegetables to your porridge. You can add carrot to your porridge. Huh? Yes. You can add pumpkin to your porridge. You can add peas to your porridge. You can add, peanut, to not drink peanut porridge. Yeah. So, yeah. But you can add corn to your porridge. So, those are ways you can make your porridge healthier. Right? So, we don't go knock porridge. Right? Porridge serve a purpose.
I love plantain and peanut. Plantain mixed with peanut porridge.
You should try this. Add pumpkin to it and make a 3P porridge. So you go and put pumpkin and plantain and peanut and come back and tell them how it tastes good. Right? I'm going to ask you now. All right. And if you don't see me, tell mommy. All right? It tastes good. So now try it. So you can add your vegetables to your porridge as well. Especially for kids who do not like porridge. You hide it in there. They will never know. They'll never know. Alright? So, your cornmeal, half a cup is the serving. So when you make your porridge, half cup of porridge is the serving. Alright? So I know say some people they like to have the big bowl of porridge. I wish she gone. So she over there. So is a big bowl of porridge you drink, miss? So now you want to think about how much porridge you're drinking. I'll twice a day and 3 times on Sunday. Right. So half a cup, that is the serving. Half cup is a serving. Remember we talked about serving and portion? Serving and portion. So I'm not telling you, say a half cup of porridge if you just drink. No, we know. I'm saying half a cup is the serving size. All right. Now we're bread. So bread is a little bit different. You want to say something? I'm coming. Me never saw you if you drink half cup of porridge. So what's wrong with them people here? Me telling you I must drink half cup of porridge? Huh? So now go say, Lord Jesus, me go to church and dietitian come and say must drink half cup of porridge and me gonna work and me gonna drop down for the people them work and me have no energy. No, miss, me never said that. Half cup is what? See the nice lady over here, so I tell you no. Half cup is what?
It's serving.
Tell them for me.
You can't drink half cup.
Me never say you must drink half cup of porridge. Me say half cup is the serving, right? The portion is the amount where you choose to drink. So I'm not going to come tell me say. Right? So, for my diabetics, me say me no want to not drink more than 4 servings one time. Right? So that means say the diabetic is going to have 2 cups of porridge. Transfer the knowledge, no? Me not telling us.
If it's oats porridge, can you drink more than?
Why you don't want to drink more? How wrong with that lady here? Why you want to drink more? It's the same amount, miss. I same amount. Huh?
Oats have a lot of fiber and so in it.
Yes, it has a lot of fiber. Very good. Right, it does have a lot of fiber. However, it contains the same amount of carbohydrates. All right, it contains the same amount of carbohydrates. Same thing. No, lying. Raw oats, 1/4 cup is the serving for raw oats. But if I make oats porridge, 1/2 cup is the serving. So say you're going to make cold oats. So for my patients who have high cholesterol, say oats help to lower your cholesterol levels, right? Due to the fiber that is in the oats. So If you're going to make cold oats, a quarter cup is the serving. So you know what I would encourage all of you to do? If you don't have it already, buy one set of measuring cup. So you can know exactly what I talk about. Right? And then you implement it and see how it go. You get me? Right. So did I answer your question, Sister Vivian? Very good. All right. So bread, as I was going to say, bread is a little bit more tricky. We're used to the giant and the hard dough bread. Not true. The red and white one. That one they're not used to. The thick slice one, right? And the brown and white bag one. Yeah. So, hold on.
Which of the bread is the healthiest one to eat?
Look where him gone now. Yes, can I just make me finish? Come on. I still answer your question. All right. So, for your bread, so the hard dough bread, so the thick slice one slice of that bread is 2 servings. Eh? Ooh. Look on them run at the back and say no. Eh? So when me tell you what you have to do now, is when you go home, I want you to look on the nutrition facts panel on the bread. And it is, you're going to look at it and at the point that says carbohydrates, right? And you're going to look and see that one slice of bread has 27 grams of carbohydrates in it. One serving of staple should have 15 grams of carbohydrates. So, one slice of bread, of the thick sliced bread, I'm talking now. So, the red and white giant and those ones, is one slice is 2 servings. So, you know, so they have the thinly sliced bread like the Weekender, and the shorty bread, where the bread is flimsy and you can almost see through it and you hold it and you shake it. So one of those is 1 serving because it contains 15 grams of carbohydrate. Miss Minately say, I want slice of bread if you go eat, you know. Yeah. What you say to me? You eat 4 giant bread one time? So bread not serve no time of your yard. Hey, now. Hey. Eh? So you know what I want you to do now? Since you like to eat 4 slices of bread, buy the shorty bread and eat the 4 slices. And let me finish. Add a cucumber. Okay? Add a what? Okay. Thank you. Next. So, the thick sliced bread now, when I talk about the giant one, the red and white one, the hard dough bread, 1 slice of that is 2 servings because it contains 27 grams of carbohydrates. All right? 1 serving of this bread should have 15 grams of carbohydrates. So, let me talk to my diabetics them now. Eh?
If you toast the bread.
What do you think? Huh?
You just cut down some of what will hurt your body. So
I'm not laughing at you, no. This is just very entertaining. No, it doesn't. You know, actually, when you toast the bread, it tastes sweeter to you, doesn't it? Right. So it makes the sugar more available. So your body going to use it quicker. So if you're diabetic and you toast the bread, it's going to raise your blood sugar faster than if you never toast the bread. Yes. Brown bread. Okay, so the rule of thumb is if it's brown food, so if it is brown bread, brown rice, brown flour, so the wheat flour, right? So it has more fiber. So, I mean, it's healthier because it has more fiber, but it still provides the same amount of carbohydrates as the counterpart. All right? So the thing is, you're going to get more fiber from it. So your white bread versus your brown bread, you're going to get more fiber from your brown bread than your white bread. But it is the same amount of carbohydrates you're going to get. So you see, if you can't afford the brown rice, no kill off yourself to buy the brown rice. And you see, if you can't manage the wheat flour, no kill off yourself to buy the wheat flour and to try to force yourself to eat it. Right? It is the same amount of carbohydrates, but more fiber. The thing is, you can add more fiber to your diet without having to suffer to eat the other foods. All right? Okay? All right. And I'll tell you how you can add more fiber in a little bit. So, yes, the brown bread and the white bread, same amount of carbohydrates. 15 grams is the serving. So if it's the thick sliced bread, just think about it. If it's a thick sliced bread, 1 slice is 2 servings. So you see, if you eat 2 slices of the bread, you're having 4 servings. All right? Remember, I know this is an educational session. So the things that you never know, you're going to know now. And then you go and decide if you're going to change or if you're going to continue the same way. All right? Come here, can't come here. I can't tell you say I have 3 slices of bread if you eat or 2. Not true? Huh? And you're big people. And you don't want nobody tell you say you have to do this. Because you're on a picnic. Not true. You know what's best for you. So you decide if you want to change. And I cannot force anything down your throat. Okay? All right. So you just know how it's going to work in your body. And we're going to have ways and means how we can make the diet healthier. We're at Green Banana. All right. So remember, we have different size bananas, right? So sometimes we have the big one, them like the St. Mary banana, them. And sometimes we have the little tiny ones, right? And you know, we have the bumpy banana. I know we don't eat that as green banana. We eat it as a fruit. But you have a lot of different types of bananas. So, you would know what the medium-sized ones look like. And you would know what the small one look like. Because the small one, it broke up in the pot before the pot don't cook, not true? And you have some of the big ones now that are big. We don't really trouble them, we just call them medium. So if them little, 2 would be the serving. But if them are the normal looking size one, then 1. All right? Food from animals. This is our favorite food group, isn't it? We don't love meat. We love chicken. And we love, you're out there, pork, beef, fish, turkey neck, chicken neck, ox. I can come for some dinner when you cook the oxtail. Okay, thank you very much. Rare occasion. Because oxtail expensive. It's $1,000 a pound for oxtail. How much?
1,200.
So how much for it?
$1,500.
Yeah, man, oxtail dear.
Can vegans and vegetarians be healthy as meat eaters?
Repeat your question.
Can vegans and vegetarians be as healthy as meat eaters?
Yes, they can. Because the thing is, you have plant-based proteins. So your legumes and nuts, so your peas and beans, that provide some protein, right? Your staple foods, so the yam provides some amount of protein. Your banana provides some amount of protein. All right? Your vegetables, so your starchy vegetables, those provide some amount of protein. But the thing is, it's not complete protein. All right? So your food from animals, that is the only complete protein. All right? If you're going to have a plant-based diet, you need to supplement your diet. So it's either you're going to eat more peas and beans, or you're going to take supplements in order for you to be healthy. And a lot of times, when you say vegan, you'd normally eat fish or eggs, right? All right. So you get some of your protein from your fish and your egg. Okay.
How many ripe bananas you can eat?
All right. No, that is a very nice question. Why I ask?
Yes. Say why me ask? Because when me eating, me eat plenty.
Eat enough? All right. So here the thing. I soon come to your sister Valerie. So here the thing now with the banana. Your banana it's a ripe banana, right? So ripe banana is a what? Is a fruit. Very good. So your banana have a lot of sugar. It tastes sweet, right? Right. So the sugar that is in banana is fructose. Yeah, fructose. That's fruit sugar. Now, for my persons who are diabetic, how much banana you think say you must eat? Half? 2? 1? One finger? All right. So it all depends, right? 1 serving. All right? You want to have 1 serving because the thing is, you're counting your carbohydrates, your total number of carbohydrates. So if you eat too much fruit one time, if you're a diabetic, it is going to raise your blood sugar. Same way. All right? And it's not just with the banana. It is with every single fruit. So you see, if you sit down and eat half of one melon, it will spike your blood pressure, whether the melon wants fresh or if you want sweet. You understand what I say? What you think about the gooseberry? Sweet, right? So some fruits are sweet and syrupy. So like your gooseberry, your sweet sop, the mango, your banana, right? So they have a higher fructose content. So if you are a diabetic, you want to ensure that you're not eating too much of it, especially at one time. So I would suggest, if you like to eat banana, and you say, I'm only having bananas today as my fruit, 1 food with breakfast, 1 for your midday snack, 1 after your lunch snack. You're still having your 3 bananas, but how are you having it? You're not having it at the same time.
What about pear?
What about it? If you ask me the question, I don't know where to put your mind.
If you have blood pressure, diabetic.
Okay, so your pear is a fat. We don't reach there so yet. I don't want to jump the gun here, so we will hold on panda one day. Okay? What you asking?
The egg, the white part of the egg. It's protein, full protein, the white and the yellow.
All right. So the entire egg, the egg in its entirety. So the white and the yolk, you eat that. That is the complete protein. All right? So you see, if you take out the yolk, you're taking out some of the nutrients, right? So if you eat only the white part, you're not getting all of the nutrients from the egg. So a lot of persons, all right, so that's the media go no. So a lot of persons think that if you eat the yellow or the yolk, it's going to bring up your cholesterol. It will, if you're eating more than 1 egg more than 2 times for the week. So if you're eating more than 1 egg more than 2 times for the week, it will affect your cholesterol. All right? So if you're eating more than 1 more than 2 times for the week, it's going to carry up your cholesterol. So you see, for the people that will eat egg Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to do what? It's going to bring up the cholesterol. But if you only eat egg 2 times out of the week, it's not going to affect you. You're shaking your head? I want to know why he's shaking his head, so I'm going to him.
I can't eat egg 2 times a week. No.
How much time you eat it?
Eat all a week.
Every day?
4 or 5 hours.
Why?
I love egg.
You love it? You have high cholesterol? Do you want high cholesterol? How old are you? How old are you? 46? All right. So let me ask you, do you want when you're 60 and you go to the doctor says, oh, you have high cholesterol, so you cannot eat egg anymore? Okay. All right. So you don't have to eat egg every single day, You don't have to eat egg every single day. I encourage variety, right? I encourage variety. So have some porridge. How wrong with them people here? Porridge is the breakfast of champions. Hey! Hello! Huh? You want to eat egg every day? If you want to eat egg every day, then go right ahead. I mean, that's your choice. But what I'm saying is, if when you have high cholesterol, right, you're a normal, healthy person, you can eat as much egg as you want. But when you have high cholesterol, you cannot do that, right? I'm talking about the persons who have high cholesterol. If you have high cholesterol, yes, you can eat egg. However, not more than 2, not more than twice for the day, a week, right? That is all I will say. Me never say you not to eat your egg every day, but why you want to eat every day still anyways? Like, really, you not get tired of egg? Yeah, but still, man, every day.
As on the part of cholesterol, could you elaborate a little more on the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol?
When we reach our fats, we talk about that. So keep your comment until we reach at fats. All right, so remember it. She was asking about avocado as well, so we'll talk about that when we reach fats. All right.
What about oat when you have diabetic, oat porridge? When you have diabetic, if you can use the oats.
Yeah, man. Oats is good because oats has a lot of fiber. All right? So just that, you want to be mindful of how much you're having, so not more than 4 servings. Yes, you can. And no sugar if you don't want it. Yes. And you spice it up and you nutmeg. And you know, so you can blend up the oats and use it, need your flour too? Yes. So that's the fiber.
The yellow.
You want to take out the yolk of the egg? All right. So if you take out the yolk out of the egg, you know, that means you're going to be missing some of the nutrients out of the egg yolk. All right? So if you want to, that is a personal choice, but you're taking out some of the essential nutrients. Egg have 7 different types of protein in it. I won't get into all of that. That is a lot of chemistry. But the thing is, just know, say, if you take out the egg yolk, you're taking out some of the nutrients out of it. All right? That's why you double up the egg, because you take out the egg yolk. But remember, you know, the white part and the yolk of the egg are 2 different parts of the egg. Right? So the yolk have different type of nutrients than the egg white. So I want you to understand that. You eat the egg white, that's fine. That's what you eat. But what I'm saying is, even if you take out the egg yolk, doubling the egg is fine, because then you're taking out half of the protein there, right? But the type of nutrient that you're getting from it will not be the same, because the egg white will not replace the nutrient from the egg yolk. You understand me? All right. So we answer the questions as it pertains to that. Are we clear? All right. So, our food from animals. So 1 egg is 1 serving, as I stated before. All right. Milk. We talked about the milk. I mentioned that half cup of milk is equivalent to 1 serving of protein. But they said that already, not true. So for the people who have high cholesterol, what kind of milk you fi drink? La soy? Why you want to drink la soy? Who said la soy? Why?
Because lasai is not a dairy product.
Yes, it's not a dairy product. However, that is not the milk of choice if you have high cholesterol. Almond? No, still no. Soy? La soy? No, not the soy. Almond milk? You know, so almond milk is not milk, it's almond juice. You ever see almond have? Where you get milk from? So them have rice milk now. Them have almond milk. Them have oat milk. Which part pan the oat you see titi? Which part pan almond you see titi? Only the cow, the goat, and people have breasts. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something, and some people are probably going to be very grossed out, but I'm going to say it anyway. For our pregnant women who are lactating means you're producing milk. Did you know that you can drink that milk? Huh? You know, so you can use that milk there to make your porridge. You know, so you can use that milk to make your cereal, right? So if you're producing enough milk, you can drink it enough. Remember, say, your milk, you know. And I see a milk, I give a baby. Pan her over there, so I hook up herself. Oh. Eh? Where does it? You rob the baby. You really think so? You really think that? So, you see, that is why I learned it in such a thing. You produce enough milk for the baby, and some women, they overproduce. They produce whole heap of milk, especially if they're pumping. Denise, you had a baby recently. How were you with breast? How were you? Did you produce enough milk? No. Okay. Because you realize that the more you release milk is the more is being produced, right? Same thing you experienced? Right. A lot of liquid, right? So a lot of fluid helps with milk production.
This might sound strange, but one of my children, I don't remember which one, but I tell myself, say, I want to know why the baby love the milk so white, sweet them and cock up them foot. And tell you the truth, me say, if the baby a drinky, me supposed to get drinky. And I taste it to know why the baby love it. If it's sweet, or if it's nice, or it tastes rich. And I taste it, I draw it out, put it in my hand and taste it. Yes.
It tastes just like milk. It's milk. And I mean, why you ask on yourself? I don't mean not understand, you know. I don't feel your body. Eh? You know things that God would have given us something for your body that is not good? Huh? And if it's good for your baby, why not good for you? Oh, no? You see you over there, so you... I'm not saying nothing more.
I would like to know what is the difference between coffee made and lasoy, because the persons who have cholesterol were told not to drink dairy products like the milk. So we would be referred to the lasoy or the coffee made, and that is why I use like the coffee.
Who tell us I must use lasoy? All right. So you see, there's a thing is, you know, a lot of information is out there, but you want to go to a nutrition professional when it comes on to nutrition. All right. So my original question was which milk you should drink if you have high cholesterol, and that is low-fat milk. All right. So your almond milk, it has fat in it. Your lasoy has the same amount. Same amount? Is what? 9 grams of fat in your lasoy, and 9 is in the other milk, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 9. Yeah. So the milk, if you have high cholesterol, is the low-fat milk, because the low-fat milk has 2 grams of fat, right? So it is way less. Really and truly, you know, lasoy is really for persons who are lactose intolerant, or if you have kidney problems, right? Because lasoy actually has more sugar than whole milk. So it depends on your condition. So it would not be the best choice if you have high cholesterol. So the reduced fat milk would be the best one. All right? I saw a hand over here. Wanna forget what one of them want to ask? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens. I mean, come on, you guys. Stop making up your face like that. Okay, like husbands, when your wives are pregnant and they're breastfeeding and you guys doing the do and you touch the breast, some milk come out and you taste it, stop it. Right? It happens and it is natural. So no, don't skin up on the face. Right? Them probably not realize, yes. And some men actually likes it. So you can have it. Okay? It is natural. All right. Since we don't talk about the milk and we don't skin up on the face, we're going to talk about chicken. Because we like chicken, don't we? We like chicken, not true? Listen, Mr. My mother, oh, Jesus, God bless her. My mother cut way off a chicken. She reached out here yet? No. She cut way off a chicken. So she should not buy no more chicken because we eat chicken too much. Every day I ask my little sister, because she come home in the evening, and she says she want chicken. Every single day. So she want chicken. I ask her if she's nothing, she's supposed to start fly. Yeah. Yes, we love chicken. And there's nothing wrong with loving chicken. Right? Some people love beef. Some love goat. Right? Some love fish. I don't really like fish. But, you know, we eat it because I have omega-3 and omega-3s. Yeah. So, chicken, one serving, we talked about that already, not true? We talked about the chicken leg, we talked about the chicken thigh. We're going to talk about the healthiest part of the chicken now. Which part of the chicken is the healthiest? Breast, right? Because that part has less fat. But which part has the most fat? The thigh, the leg, the hip, the back, the skin. I mean, we're not talking about the skin, we're talking about the part of the fowl we don't eat. Eh? The where? The aisle bag. Yes. The wing. The wing. The wing is the fattiest part of the chicken. The wing and the back. But the wing first, then the back, right? So that's the fattiest part of the fowl. Eh? Mr. That lady here over here, so them just an object to everything with Mr. Fran evening. Me and her go have problem, you know. What you say?
Mr. Too serious, man. So we gonna manage.
I cannot. No, mind you know, me never say enough to eat chicken wing, you know, lady. What's your name? Let me stop calling lady. What is your name? Kadian. Miss Kadian. You have eaten 2 chicken wing one time? What's wrong with that lady, man? And 4. Oh my, because she hold her head. Look. What again?
What happened to the persons who go to KFC and buy?
I'm not business about them. Who me business about? Oh no, not true. When I got KFC, go buy 25-piece wings. 10-piece wings. Well, I mean, you didn't know before, right? So now that you know, what are you going to be doing? You're going to adjust. Not true? Right. So, I eat less wing. Not true? I want to say, all right, instead of always getting chicken wing, I'm going to get the chicken breast, or I'm going to get the thigh. All right? I'm going to get the leg. All right? I wing you, love. So I go. But now say I can't eat a chicken wing, you know. But I have to be mindful now. So if normally you used to eat 3 chicken wing one time, you're going to say, all right, the wing are the fattiest part of the chicken now. Lord, I'm going to cut down and say, I'm going to take 1 wing, and I'm going to take piece of breast. Not true? Eh? Not true? And instead of fry it all the time, I'm going to bake it some my time, I'm going to jerk it some my time, I'm going to stew it some my time, I'm going to curry it some my time, you know? To make it healthier. You can cook it with cabbage, you know. And you can cook it with kalaloo, and pak choi, and broccoli. And you can cook it with pumpkin. And use the boiled soup and all of those nice things, right? Not true. Me telling you something, not to eat chicken wing. Okay, thank God. Fish. All right, fish now. I don't want to go home. I'm not sure this nice. Don't want to go home. Not even realize the time. 6:38. We don't have nowhere to go. I can't stay. Fish now. So, who like fish? Oh, she likes fish. You like fish? You like fish? What kind of fish do you like? Parrotfish. Who? Yes, girl. Me them tie me down there, you know. Jesus. The jerkfish. Them tie me. Oh, Jesus. Let's not go there. But, yeah, I love it too. Okay. Right. So, we have different type of fish. So, I'm not hear nobody talk about the canned fish them. Who don't eat mackerel? Who don't eat sardine? Who don't eat tuna? Eh? Right. So, them they are fish too, you know. However, here the thing is now, you say salmon, who says salmon? Hey, me only eat salmon in my guy restaurant now because it's expensive. It's nice and it's very healthy, but it's dear. So it's only when my goats can't afford it. So now, you know what I can't afford? We can't afford sliced fish, and we can't afford parrotfish, and we can't afford tuna, and we can't afford, oh, I don't eat tuna. We can't afford mackerel, and we can't eat sardine, right? So all of those things, they're still providing the same amount of nutrients. Now here the thing is, when our canned fish, it is processed, right? So when you ever taste the water that it comes out of it, sausage. When you used to drink the water with the sausage and it tastes what? Look here, look on her. Half of your childhood gone. Both. Eh? It tastes what? Salty. Good. So, our processed food, they use salt as part of the preservatives, right? Even with the tin mackerel have a lot of salt in it, and most of the salt is in the tomato sauce, all right? Okay, so what I suggest is you can get the ones that are in water, all right? So the ones that are in water has less sodium, has less salt. So for the people them with a high blood pressure, it's not that you don't know if you eat canned food, but choose the one them with in a water, right? And when you get it, you rinse it off. Cool? Because you're rinsing off the salt that is on it. Yeah? I'm not saying you're going to soak it, you know. I'm saying, okay, so hear me out, right? You cannot take out all of the salt out of any food item, especially your saltfish, your salt mackerel. I know that. I teach people that because people tell me, oh, me boil the saltfish until it no taste. The salt is still in it. However, when you boil the saltfish, compare it to the saltfish where you just get, right? Does it have the same amount of salt on it? It doesn't. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that all of the salt going to come out, but you can reduce the amount of salt, don't? All right. So that is all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's all of it, I go away. I'm just saying if that is what you have to eat, because instead of going hungry, you know, better you eat something than dead for hungry, don't? Right. So you can leach it out. You can rinse it off. You're rinsing off the excess, some of the excess salt, right? And then you ensure that you have vegetables on the plate, all right? So the cucumber, the carrot, the callaloo, the cabbage, right? Those have potassium in it, and the potassium helps to balance out with the influx of salt, all right? So that is how you can eat your canned goods and still make it healthier, all right? Because I don't want to know no dead for hungry and say, oh, me say chicken and fish and beef alone enough to eat, or enough to eat tin food. Eh? That's unrealistic, not true? That's very unrealistic, all right? Pork, and pork, I love, pork. Nothing wrong with pork. It's just that pork pork has a lot of fat on it. And me not lie, the pork skin when it cook it tastes good, don't. But that will kill you. Alright? So especially if you have high cholesterol, for all meat, whenever you're preparing it, you want to trim off the fat and trim off the skin. And you try to have the leaner part of it. Alright? So a lot of people like cow foot and haghead, right? And the cow head and the pig trotters, right? And the cow skin, especially the cow skin soup. And the mannish water. And I love the mannish water. And the tripan bean. Don't I love them something they're not true. Tripan bean, yes. But those have high fat. Those are high fat foods. All right? Especially if you have high cholesterol, I would encourage you to reduce. First, you reduce the amount that you eat, right? And if you can stop completely, go ahead, because a whole heap of fat. Understand what I'm saying? Especially the skin, the cow skin, and the pig trotters, and the cow head and the hog head, right? A whole heap of fat in that part of the animal. So, I would encourage you to hold off on that part, especially if you have high cholesterol. Any questions? You have a question? This calling me miss. Thank you.
What about the chicken foot?
What do you think about the chicken foot? All right. But you want to notice when you cook the chicken foot, it gummy, right? All right. Why is it gummy? Because of the what? Thank you very much, kind sir. Because of the fat. I see same thing with the cow foot and the hog foot. When you cook it, it gummy. It's not true. Yeah, you have whole heap of fat. So what I would encourage you to do, if a chicken foot and a half a cook, when you cook it with some red peas, or some butter bean, or some broad bean, or some gungo, right? So that helps to chase out the cholesterol. All right? So when you eat your food, I'm not telling you enough to eat it, you know. But I said to you, want to reduce the amount you normally eat, right? And if you're going to eat it, make sure you have what on the plate? Vegetable, right? And if you put some peas and beans in there, great. So you can do the stew peas with the chicken foot and the chicken neck, right? Instead of just stewing or currying the chicken foot by itself. You understand me? Right. So even with the pig trotters or the cow skin, right? You put the peas, cook it with peas, cook it with beans. So you are adding some fiber to it. So the cholesterol that is in the cow skin and that is in the pig trotters, the fiber in the beans will help to flush it out of your system. All right? Same thing with the vegetable. The vegetable having fiber, so it's going to help to flush it out as well. All right? Okay? So did I say you should not eat pig's trotters and hoghead and cowhead and all those things? Have I tell you you're not supposed to eat anything? Right. What I'm telling you, so you must do. Reduce it and be mindful, right? So sir down there, so we eat egg every single day. Your day is coming. All right, we're at fruits. Now, I like fruits. Do you guys like fruits? Yes. And kids like fruits. So I know for a fact that most of us will choose fruits over vegetables any day. Not true? Yeah. Because fruits have that sweet taste that vegetables do not. Right? But the thing is, even though it's nice and it's good for you, you still do not want to eat too much of it. Especially for our people who have diabetes. All right? If you have sugar, I don't want to eat too much fruits, especially one time. So 3 servings is good enough for the day, and we space them out. We're not going to eat them breakfast, lunch, and all right. So 3 times, and 3 times during the day. You can best to have it like as snack in between your main meals. So you can have 1 for breakfast, 1 in between breakfast and lunch right there. So like in a 10 o'clock period, and the other one like around 3 o'clock between lunch and dinner. That makes sense, right? So you're having your fruits, but you're spacing them out. So half of a grapefruit, can you know it's a grapefruit big, not true? Yes. So half of a grapefruit is a serving. One small orange is a serving, right? An apple is a serving, okay? A June plum is a serving. One small sweet sap is a serving. Me not talk the big one them with big like my hand. Me talk the little one them, the one with about the size of like an orange, right? Because the sweet sap is sweet and syrupy. So especially for the diabetics, you eat too much sweet sap, it's going to raise up your pressure, your sugar, right? It's going to raise your blood sugar. So come in. One small sweet sap. So guinea, 10 guinea. Suppose they can hold in your hand like this, or half of a cup, right? 1 cup of watermelon. Oh, look at her up there. Proud of herself, you see? 4 bunch of guinea up one time. So just eat guinea per galang. So just eat guinea per galang. You know better now, don't. You know better now. 10 guinea. Suppose me tell you know how much ackee is a serving. Oh, Jesus, me not tell you about ackee, you know, soon see. You know, go, hey, stop Ali. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, you love it. Love it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never say if you eat 10, I say 10 are the serving. 10 is the serving. So, are you diabetic? You're not that. Then you can eat like 20. You can eat like 2 serving at a time. So, but about 1 bunch. Minister Hall, where are you? Police sir. We got police sir with the guinea. Not true? Yes. 4 bunch of guinea one time. Stop it. You have a hand over. You have a hand over here.
For sugar cane, what's the serving size?
You know, so sugar cane is a little bit tricky. So normally you want to say 1 cup because sugar cane is really sugar. You're not really getting much from the sugar cane because you're not really getting any fiber because you chew it and spit it out, right? Right. So like 1 cup should be fine. We don't really talk about it like that. If you're going to squeeze it out, you want half a cup of the juice. So different sugar canes, you remember we do it by the joints, not so. And some joints are bigger than some, right? So half a cup should be fine. All right. People who are diabetics don't really eat what's that? Sugar cane like that. So yeah. So probably about 1 peg. 1 peg should be fine. So you think say you're supposed to eat 1 long giant of sugar cane? Huh? No. All right. So normally like you see people selling the bag, right? And so probably like about half of that or so. Because sugarcane don't have any fiber in it, and the amount of work. By the time you don't need the sugarcane, you want something else feet. You have a question?
So like at my school, there's this vendor that sells like sugarcane and pineapple in little bags, but like in each bag it's about like 10 pieces each. Is that good?
Yeah, man. You can have a sugarcane, especially for you kids who are running up and down all over the place. Yes, eat it. Okay. So watermelon, 1 cup. Cubed. So that would be 8 ounces. So that would be 8 ounces. What do I call 8 ounces? 1 chiffon dish, 1 small chiffon dish. So you know the small chiffon dish? Oh, me had to hour with a little girl here. You asked me, I may tell you.
Brother, is that food? Can I eat more than 1?
So it depends on the size as well, because you have some guavas that are big, about the size of a gooseberry, right? So if it's that big, then one would be the serving. But if it is smaller, you can have two because it's smaller. You want it for? So we regulate. So here the thing now, if you are diabetic, right? If you are diabetic, then that is when you have the restriction on the fruits. All right? So if you don't have diabetes, if you don't have chronic kidney disease, if you have chronic kidney disease, that is a whole different ball game, and I'd have to see you differently. So if you don't have that, then you can eat 2 servings of fruits one time. All right? You are not as regulated. So, but if you have diabetes now, it is stricter for you because your fruits have carbohydrates in it, and that will raise your blood sugar level. Hold on a second.
All right. I am hearing a whole lot of restriction. But a person with a...
You can't know him just come, not true. Him just come, don't. Right.
But I'm just here. But I would like to know, a person with a big stomach, what can you eat a whole lot of?
What can he eat a whole lot of that can fill him up? Wanna tell him for me? Thank you, Kimberly. That is it right there. Okay. I saw a hand over here, so somebody did say something. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. What are some of the foods that people with heart disease should avoid?
Heart disease, high-fat foods, high-salt foods, processed foods. So all of those. What about potassium? What about it?
What happened is that at one time I was told that my potassium level was high and I should cut off like bananas.
Right, because you have because your potassium levels were high, right? Yes, because potassium helps with muscles, with how your muscles work, and your heartbeat was kind of beating fast during that period, right? Yeah. So high potassium. Okay, so here's the thing now. I'm so excited, I'm sorry. So, high potassium, high sodium, high fat, high carbohydrates, high protein. You see, when them high is a problem, right? You see, when them low is another problem. So, you want it to be, right? So, if you do your blood test and your potassium is high, that means that some foods you have to reduce the amount where you normally eat, right? You have to cut them off so you can get your potassium levels back into the normal range, right? So high blood pressure now, that is when the sodium in your blood is high. So that means you're going to reduce the amount of salt where you eat, right? And the salt comes from all of the processed foods. The salt where you use cook the food. That's true. So it's just as simple as that. Same thing with diabetes. So with diabetes now, you eat some things, your sugar goes up. So that means you're not going to eat too much foods with a lot of carbohydrates. Because when you eat a lot of food with carbohydrates, the glucose is in your bloodstream. Maybe the insulin not work. Maybe you not have enough insulin. Maybe you have to take insulin injection. Maybe you have to take metformin. Maybe you have to take dimericron. Maybe you have to take a lot of these medications to help the insulin become more available. So that is why you have to be mindful of those things, because something is not working right. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Any more questions? No? You have a question?
When I was growing up, I always hear my grandmother said that she has diabetes.
She have sugar.
Yeah, she have sugar. And she said that if she's going to eat the fruit, it has to be not fully ripe. It doesn't matter if it is ripe or not.
All right. So fruits like mango or bananas. So remember, mango and gooseberry and sweet sop, when they're fully ripe, it's sweet and it's syrupy, right? So anytime you eat that just there, it just go in your system and the sugar just readily available. So it just push. So just like, so for instance, you feel, when your blood sugar drop, right? And you feel tired and your head feel like you're going to hurt and you feel like you're going to drop down or something like that. But then you eat one sweetie. Or you drink one little sugar and water, right? The sugar hits your system quickly, right? So you see when the fruit is ripe, and it's very syrupy like the mangoes, the sugar is simpler. So it hits your system faster. So it goes in your bloodstream faster, right? So it's not that there is more or less. It's just that it is more available. You see, when it's greener, it is not as simple. It's more complex, right? So it's going to take your body a little bit more time to get the sugar, all right? So, yes, just so when you understand what it means, then it makes sense. So what that means is, instead of you feeling better when you eat the mango, instead of you feeling better in 5 minutes, you probably feel better in 20 minutes because it's not as readily available. All right? It works slower. Okay. Any more questions since we're at fruits? Coconut water. Do you guys know that coconut water is considered fruit? So here's the thing now. Coconut water is fruit, but the coconut itself is fat. So the coconut water, coconut water wash off your heart, refreshing, right? So that is the fruit. But you see the coconut part where you grate and put in your rice and peas. We don't notice that, all right, for the people who cook. When you make the rice and peas, right? And if you say you forget to pot up on the stove and you don't wash the rice yet, and they boil up for a little while, you see it coagulate, it coggle up then. It coggle up on the top of the pot, that's true, right? And it sometimes look oily. That is the fat that is in the coconut milk. So that is why sometimes the rice and peas taste so good, because of the fat that is in it. Yeah? So it is considered fats and oil. The fleshy part.
Cook the rice. That is the best oil to cook the rice.
Is it really? Is it really? Okay, so coconut, it is healthy fat in a sense, the coconut, but coconut oil is not the best. So here the thing now. For those of you who know coconut oil, and authentic coconut oil, when you put it down, what happens to it? Thank you. So hear me out. When you cook something with coconut oil and you eat it and you're resting, what do you think is happening inside your body? It sleep up. And but the thing is, no, that doesn't happen. Because you ever hear about arteriosclerosis? Right? That is plaque buildup in your arteries, right? So that is one of the things that happens. Yeah. So that is how you get heart attack and you get high cholesterol and those things. So no, you want your fat to be liquid at room temperature. So if you're going to, your oil that you're using, liquid at room temperature. And the best one would be from ones that come from plants. So like sunflower oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, right? Olive oil, soybean oil, yes.
Which fruit is best for the skin?
I'm not hearing a word you're saying.
Which fruit is best for the skin?
It's best for the what?
Skin.
The skin? Any one of them you want to eat, you can eat the skin. The skin is fiber, So like your mango, you don't have to peel it. You can eat the seeds, eat the skin. Most, older people eat it that way, right? Your gooseberry, you just wash your gooseberry and eat it, not true. Your June plum, you just wash your June plum and you eat it, right? People don't eat soursop skin. No, they don't. Did you know, especially for men, the skin of the watermelon it helps with your prostate functions and all of those lovely things that happens in men. Yes. So if the man wants to, men stuff, you can eat more watermelon skin. The white part and the skin, yeah. Who? Who wants? You, Brother Derval? No. Him who? Oh, I'm so sorry. She said him. She said him.
No, darling, I'm having pain.
She'll have pain. Stamp it out like this. You soon can go home. There's a question over here.
This question is not from me, somebody. They said that if you use the coconut oil and you say it sleep up, they're saying that the heat in the body, wouldn't it allow it to not sleep up?
Yeah, but the thing is, your body will develop arteriosclerosis, right? So that is when plaque builds up. So say, for instance, you eat a burger, right? By a rule of thumb, whatever you eat is going to, because there's heat, your body is going to, heat it up, so it's going to remain liquid, but that's not really true, right? It contributes to developing plaque within your organ, within your arteries, and that will cause blockages, and that will cause diabetes, heart attack. You understand what I say? Right. So yes, we'd want to think that because the body is warm, it's going to remain liquidy, but that's not true because by right, it does hardens. It's the same thing. It's called saturated fat. So I don't remember your name, but you asked about the types of fats earlier, right? So we have saturated fat, we have unsaturated fat, and we have trans fat. All right? So the unsaturated fats, those are the healthier ones. And your unsaturated fats are liquid at room temperature. They're what? Liquid at room temperature. So we have monounsaturated fat and we have polyunsaturated fats. There are two different types of fat. So your monounsaturated fat, those would be in your margarine. Your margarine aren't as hard as your butter, right? Did you guys know that butter is not good for you? Butter not good for you, Right. So margarine is better for you than butter. All right. So your polyunsaturated fats now would be like your vegetable oils. All right. Hold on. Yes. So miss, we don't get oil from vegetable, my darling. We get oils from fats and oils, foods that are in the fats and oil food groups. So hold on, let me just change and go to that slide. All right, so fats and oils. So those are the foods that you get fats and oils from. So your polyunsaturated fats, those would be your liquids at room temperature. Then your monounsaturated fats would be like your margarine and your peanut butter, all right? And then now your trans fat. So your trans fat is the one that they manufacture in the labs, right? So these are the ones that taste very good. That's the one that they use in the KFC. That's the one that they use in the Burger King. That's the one that they use in the You ever hear bollard? Want to hear about lard and shortening, right? So those would be like the trans fat, right? They're not so healthy for you, all right? So that's why patty not good for you, because a pure fat in the patty, that is how they get it to be so flaky. It's the fat that they use to make it like that, all right? So here now, we have margarine, we have peanut butter, we have ackee. Look and see how much ackee are they serving. Femina, please. How much ackee? 2 what? 2 what? Pegs. So what is the peg? You see the 2 look. Yes. I was so excited when we used to get to this part. Yes. And I love ackee. You guys love ackee too, not true? And nobody now eat 2 peg of ackee. God forbid, eh? What you say?
Nobody now eat 2.
That's what I say. Nobody now eat 2 peg of ackee, but that's what I'm saying to you. It's a fat and oil because of the high fat content. Same thing with your mayonnaise. Your mayonnaise, how mayonnaise is being made is oil and egg. the emulsified. You know, you can make mayonnaise at home. You just throw your eyeliner, some in your blender, just blend it up, and it just, yeah. You can make your own mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. Yeah, make your own mayonnaise. It's easy for me, not true? Right. You can flavor it how you want. Right? So it's not that you cannot eat mayonnaise either. It's how much mayonnaise are you eating, right? You know, say some people, if everything them put mayonnaise pan, them everything. If them eat franks, them put egg, them put the mayonnaise on the egg, and them gonna put the mayonnaise pan the bread, and on the fries. It's a whole heap of fat. You hear? It's a whole heap of fat. So mayonnaise is a fat. Alright? Same thing with your peanut butter. Same thing with your ackee. So the thing is now with ackee, alright? I know nobody is going to eat 2 pegs of ackee. That is unrealistic. Alright? And we are real people. So what I suggest is that when you're sauteing, when you fry up your ackee then, use less oil. Right? I come in. Use less oil. So I know said we like to fry up the ackee and the oil swim on it. And when you share out the dumpling, the oil just run up and down in the plate. And you cut the dumpling and you just dip it up in the oil so and you just dab it up in there and it's nice. Right? But remember, the ackee is fat. And the oil, and then when you fry the plantain, put on the side. Worse when you do the fried plantain, right? Am I talking things? And then we put the avocado on the side. And we don't like it 1 peg of avocado. We don't like it 1 peg of pear, no. We don't like that it all half a pear one time. Everything just dip on the plate, so. It's healthy fat, but may I say is, if you eat ackee, you fry your pin at the oil and the oil just swim around on the plate. You eat fried plantain. You eat fried dumpling. You eat fried breadfruit, right? And you eat pear. You eat half of 1 pear. One whole heap of fats and oils don't. I don't either. Right? That's very good. It tastes better raw to me. Yeah. You can grill it as well, you can grill it too. Like when you jerk chicken, you can jerk the plantain as well. And you boil it in the skin. Yeah? Yeah. So there are ways and means you can. So you're going to eat your ackee and your saltfish. If you're going to roast the breadfruit, warm it up with water. Or you can warm it up in the microwave. Alright? Or you boil it. Boil the dumpling instead of you fry the dumpling. If you're going to eat the plantain, no matter fry the plantain, you can just slice it up and eat it raw. There's more fiber in it that way. You understand what I say? And if you're going to eat the pear, just, this man over here is to a yarn. I'm going to go back over here so I can manage. If you do that, you just take 1 peg off the plantain. Alright? Some don't sound enough eat an ackee. But what are you eating it with? Right? How are you eating it? All right? Does that make sense? Oh my goodness. We've been here for a while. I am so sorry, guys. You guys have work tomorrow and school tomorrow. And can you believe we just reached halfway in the presentation? But I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to try and do this again. Maybe sometime in December before the Christmas season. Because I do a Christmas presentation. And this you guys come for that? Huh? Okay, good. So today, this was fun, right? Oh, hey, anybody take no picture of me once if you go post on my social media? Oh my goodness, so I take no pictures. I'm so disappointed, guys. Make sure you say them good. All right, so I'm live. Really? Hi, social media world and other people. All right, so this was very lovely. Thank you guys for having me. And hold on, don't leave yet, please. Wait, so no come back. How many people them gone? So I had asked Sister Polly to print some puzzles for you guys because I don't want it to be a case where I come and I talk for 1 hour and we have fun, but don't leave with nothing, right? So I hope she have enough puzzles for everybody. So what I would like for you guys to do is when you go home, Listen to me, sir. What you say? Huh? December too far? Okay, you can call me at 5944396 and you can get a personal consultation, okay, if you so desire. 5944396. That's my phone number. So, if you want, 5944396. So, if you want personal consultation, that's my number. But what I'm saying is, we'll try to do this again in December before the Christmas season. So now, the puzzle. You guys play crosswords, right? You guys ever played the crosswords before? Right. So, you're going to read it and follow the directions and just fill them in. And this will help you because I am sure you guys have learned a lot today. What's my name? My name? You don't know my name? All this time I've been here talking and you don't know my name? Me hurt. Huh? Samara. Yes, it is. My name is Samara Dawkins.
What about olive oil? It's good to cook with.
Yes, you cook with the olive oil. It's good. It's healthy. All right. So, me no want. Oh, I have to ask Denise. Yeah. So I don't want you to pack it up and put it in our bag and then just hide it and don't do it. I want you guys to do it. So Sister Polly, I want them you collect it on next week Sunday. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. So Sister Polly is going to collect them next week Sunday, right? So I want you to write your names on them, okay? And we're going to see how it goes. All right, guys? Okay? Hello? All right? Yes, you have any more? Sister Polly, she didn't get it. Okay, so for those of you who didn't get any, they're going to print some more and you get it. Oh my, so you have to come to church Sunday. So they had printing difficulties, all right? Okay. Yes, dear? Oh my gosh, that was not my intention. He's asking about alcohol, guys. You guys want to hear my answer? So, what about the alcohol? Is it enough natural? So the thing is, with alcohol, it passes. How am I going to say this now? It's easily absorbed in the body, right? So it just go right into your blood. That's why you get inebriated. That's why you get drunk. Because it just surpasses everything and just goes straight into your blood. I never say you're drunk. I say that is how you become drunk because they go in your blood. I don't know if you're drunk or not. That is not good enough. Police should stop you. So what I say is, right, you should not drink and drive. That's how accidents happen. It no matter. Suppose you never live to see one other birthday. We must be responsible, and sometimes, and listen, you're not driving only for yourself, you're driving for the other persons who are utilizing the road. So somebody else may have been drinking and driving and they did not have as much control as you do, right? And because you are inebriated, so your reflexes aren't as fast as they normally would have been, so you could have swing out of the way. But because you're incapacitated, then you're not able to swing out of the way, or you just misjudge and swing going the wrong way, and you can cause an accident. So it's not just about you. So there's a reason why we don't drink and drive, all right? But as it pertains to high blood pressure and diabetes, yes, it does cause your blood pressure to go up, because as I said before, it just goes